Ayo yo boys. Today I just want to do a quick video about what skills and abilities and passives to use on the gear I use for 2v2s. So yeah, let's get right into it. You want to always run Lunging Strike, Impaler, and this passive, Aggressive Rush. Except if you're fighting a quarterstaff. So when you go inside the 2v2, you kind of always want to be in cripple to start off. Now, you don't always have to do this, especially at higher like infamies, because you won't meet as many quarterstaves. But if you're lower infamy, I definitely recommend this. It's also good against some double DPS comps. So basically, this purges move speed buff, but it also purges anything else that was attached to the move speed buff, right? So if you use this on a stun run, the whole stun run goes away, not only the move speed. If you use this on an Iron Will, the whole Iron Will goes away, not just the move speed. So it's a pretty strong ability against that. Now on to the head slot. So for the head slot, you can go Clerical, or you can go Fiendcal. Curse was really in meta, so I really preferred Clerical. Also, it's very strong against double DPS comps as well. Now, Fiendcal is also strong, just because of the extra purge, which is just this strong. So for the robe, we always go mage robe on the DPS. This is just because, you want to purge things. It's really important to purge things like grudge, or just anything else. No, you can get some cheeky Holy Blessing purges off sometimes. So, you do change this sometimes. Sometimes you go to Frost Shield. The times you want to go to Frost Shield is basically against anything that doesn't have anything purgeable, right? So think of Dagger Pair with Sunder Armor. And something like Bolt Casters, maybe. Just anything that doesn't have any purgeable abilities. Alright, so for the sandal slot, for the boot slot, you want to go Cultist Sandals. This isn't really that special. You just go with Rotten Ground, this passive. By the way, all the passives on the cloth gear is aggression. Always. So yeah, you do want to go run against double DPS comps, because this doesn't do anything. Like, this is super slow. You're not gonna catch anyone with that. So you want to run against like quarterstaves or just any double DPS comp. Pretty much always you want to start on run, because you never know if you have to switch some skill out, right? Like, if you see what the other enemy is playing, this Rabbit is an enemy. You walk up on him, and you see, oh, it's a cursed staff, and I have Frost Shield on. Well, I'm gonna have to run away now. You gotta have to run away with your partner and quickly switch this back. And this one as well, because you start with this, like I said. So for the pots and food, basically what you wanna go with is normally I go with rest pots to start off with, just to see if it's a double DPS or a quarterstaff comp. It's just good against those. Then if it's a healer DPS, you wanna switch to poison, always. And then I keep 2 energy pots normally in my inventory, just in case we reset and it's close to the end of the fight, like the circle's closing in, and we're reset, we're not in combat, but my mana's low, right? Like, I quickly switch to this, pop it, switch back, and then I'm ready to fight again right away. So always keep 1 or 2 energy pots in your inventory for that. For the cape, Tether cape, of course. Just Tether cape. I've seen some people run Carleon cape, but I don't think it's a good. Alright, on to the Great Holy. So, on the Great Holy Staff, you want to always go Generous Heal, because it's just the best heal. This one is kind of poop, and this one is a DPS ability. Now, it gets more tricky for the W, right? So, the W, it says, as you can see, it says armor. Armor means physical, where is it? Well, it's this. Armor means physical damage done to you. That's what armor means. Not magical damage. So, things like Curse, for example. Against Curse, we switch to Holy Orb. Because Holy Blessing really doesn't do it all that much. Sometimes we do stay on Holy Blessing, but that's only if they have multiple, multiple bops on them. So maybe it's a great holy, maybe it has fisherman boots or something. Now for the passive, you want to go adrenaline driven charity. Now Guardian Helmet's pretty simple. Just always go emergency shield, especially against things like curse and stuff. You need a shield. You want to cleanse the dots. Toughness passive. For the robe, you go energy emission, just to bop people away. Sometimes you can switch your frost shield against something like a core stuff comp, but again, I'm not really sure against which DPS you do that. But it can work against core staffs as well. You go aggression on this as well. Now onto the shoes. So you want to go assassin shoes with refreshing sprint and balance mind on it. For the cape, just a limmer's cape. Not 4.2. You want to make sure you go with a kind of high tier limmer's cape maybe. Like if you're 6'2", you want to go 5'3" limmer's cape. And if you're 6'1", you just 4'3" at least. Alright? You really need it. For the pots and food, we go omelet for the cast speed and cooldown reduction. And then against any double DPS or core self comps, we go Raspot. And against healer DPS, always energy. And preferably 6-1 energy, not 6 flat. 6-1 is if you want to secure wins and not care about mana. 6-1 is really important. Alright, anyways, thank you for watching this. I hope it helped a little bit. I will be making more videos about these builds, maybe breaking down some fights we've had and explaining why we made certain decisions and the reasons behind winning some fights or even losing some fights. So look out for that. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.